hair. I did color 5, a bit of coat, okay, and I use base color to cover the gray hair because she's 100% gray. So right now I'm going to be going on to trim the hair a little bit, give the hair beautiful shape, and the hairlines and as the perimeter, everything, to clean it up, make it short pixie cut that she is able to take care of, because she said, I don't brush my hair, I don't know how to do much with my hair, I just want to be able to dry it and put gel or hair lac and then move away. So that's what I'm going to give to her. Watch, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about it. Let's go.
Groeit nog goed, hè, mijn haar?
Ja. De kleur is goed, hè?
Ja, ik vind het ook. Ik vind het beter als...
So before cutting the hair, because I was busy with another client, the hair is a bit dry, so I'm going to wet it again before the cutting. It is very good that the hair is a bit moisture, a bit wet while cutting it. It makes it easy to cut.
Moeten ze al lang laten intrekken, conditioner?
Nee.
Dus
Je hebt ook een conditioner dat je moet afspoelen, het is een conditioner dat je moet inlaten. Maar er zijn conditioner dat je niet moet afspoelen.
Dat zou ik moeten lezen.
Ja.
Dat ga ik moeten lezen.
Dat is deze kant, hè? Of
Ja.
was dat naar voren dat we willen doen?
Zo meer.
Meer naar daar. Hè?
Allee, als jij dat best vindt, ja.
Ja, je moet me zeggen wat je best voelt. Je moet alles op mij niet laten zeggen, want het haar is van jou, is niet van mij.
Ja.
Dus je moet me zeggen, dat vind ik leuk, dat vind ik
dat
niet
wel
leuk.
tof, zo een beetje schuin.
Een beetje schuin.
Ja, meer, ja.
Ja, oké, voilà. Dan weet je, als je mij liet doen, dan ja, ik doe het gewoon. Zeg je daarmee content, dat weet ik niet. Maar je moet durven zeggen, Vicky, ik voel dat zo, weet je.
Ja.
En als het niet goed is, of als ik vind dat het niet mooi zou zijn, dan ga ik mijn gedacht zeggen. Ik ben iemand dat ik durf mijn gedacht zeggen. Je moet daar wel geen probleem denken van ik durf niks te zeggen.
Ik denk dat jij meer verstand van hebt hier dan achter ook. Want het is al
Maar ja, ik heb me al 2 keer geknipt, dat moet je mij niet meer vragen. Best,
Nee.
want ik heb me die eerste keer gezegd, wat is misgegaan, want ze hebben dat alleen verkeerd gedaan. En daarmee hebben we hier laten groeien, om toch
een
om
beetje...
zo van die piksken die opstaan, echt, dat trekt toen op niks.
Nee.
Om toch hier wat langer te laten en hier mooi kort en hier mooi rond je oren, zodat het, kort haar, pixel, maar wel dat je niet zo altijd zo precies. Je bent precies. Ja, snap je? Ja, dat een beetje alles met elkaar voegt, weet je? Alles moet met elkaar voegen, moet blenden. Ja. Niet zo eentje hier kort en eentje hier daar, nee. Dat is sinds niet, hè? Is goed?
Ja, en van voor gaat dat. Maar hier mag wel wat geknipt worden.
Ja, ik ga alles knippen, hè?
Ja. Okay. Maar ik zeg niks meer.
Nee. Ik kan moeilijk hier knippen en hier
dat
niet,
gaat
hè?
niet, hè?
Dat gaat niet, hè? Dus zelfs als ik hier zou minder moeten knippen, ga ik aan.
En kappers.
Voilà, nu gaan we. So ladies, she have explained to me what she wants. Just what I've explained in the beginning of the video also as well. So we're just gonna continue the cutting. The most important thing that she have a cowl leg here. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Why this video is dark anyway? I don't know why it's dark. So she have a cowl leg here at this corner. Let me show it to you guys. Hope you can see. You see this cowl leg. I don't know if you can see. Let me know. So this hair always stand. You see that? Can you see it? Let me see if you guys can see it. So you understand the difference between cowl leg. So this hair always stay this. See this space here? So it always, so one, her previous hairdresser cut the hair like half, like the very short. So if you see her coming, you actually see her like, you know, with a pixel standing hair while the rest is flat. So I advise her we're going to leave this crown area, this down crown area a bit longer so that the cow lick can fall, because the shorter it is, the hair will stay straight. We stand straight, okay? So I'm gonna trim all the surrounding, all the perimeter, the edges, make it short so that here there will be more shape for her, okay? So we have tried to grow the hair. The hair was actually very, very short and it wasn't nice to see at all. So I've allowed the hair to grow a little bit in as much as I do the cutting, but I make sure that I'm not cutting too much. Now we have sufficient, enough length. I have enough length here at the top to do what I want to do, which is good now. Now, see, so she has shape now. So let's go. So I colored her hair before now. We use color 5, small brown.
Ik ben al grijs en mijn mama is 88 en die heeft praktisch nog niets van grijs haar.
Mind you too, if you see this down, she have thin hair here. So I'm not going to be going that short. Otherwise, if I go that short, you'll be seeing the scalp, okay? So I don't want that. If she had a thick hair, I would have really go with a lot of, you know, like really make it very short. But I can't do that now because I can already see the scalp, you see? So those are the things that I pay attention to before I start to cut. So. Whenever I use these feathers to cut, I will call it feathers over here, so I don't know what you call it in English over there. Let me know if you use another name. So whenever I use this feather, it's just to make sure that the ends is not too blunt, it's more soft. On a very thin hair, sometimes the ends can be very blunt when cut straight. Except the client wants it that way, then it's okay. If not, it's always good to soften to make it more natural look. So when my client is coming out, people will look at the hair, oh, your hair look beautiful. People are not gonna just see the hair, oh, you just cut your hair. So those are the two different things. Using the rightful material to cut hair versus just cutting everything with scissors. Good morning to you all. Thank you for joining the live stream. If you are joining and you're seeing us for the first time, please do double tap, okay? And if you have any question, do it as well to leave your question. When I'm less busy, I will respond to it. And if I didn't, please, you can leave it under any of the video, okay? So internet, something's going on. The internet is bad today, so please guys, be patient with me. It's not my fault. If the line go off, it's the network. Belgium, we don't have the best network for streaming. So that's why sometimes you see that the line goes off. I think so. But on TikTok, it doesn't happen. I was just coming from TikTok. It's only on YouTube, so YouTube needs a very strong internet. So in this case, see, I'm just cutting the hair slowly because if I go too fast, I may take too much hair. So when cutting this kind of hair, I take my time. Most people think short hair cutting is easy and it should be very fast. The real fact is short haircut is even more difficult because if you make any mistake or if you cut something wrong or you did anything at all, it's to be so pronounced that it's difficult to, you know, to camouflage. So that is why. And then if the hair is thin hair like my client's hair, it even become worse. So short haircut is not that easy. I can say long haircut is easier. Because my clients have some place here, see? Those are places. You see that? These are her natural hairlines, you see? So that is natural. It's not because I cut it too short. And it's my job now to make sure that it's not pronounced. You know, we all don't have perfect hair. So a good hairdresser will try to at least camouflage those places in your head or in your hair that are not perfect to make it less pronounced. Just like I'm doing here right now. Trying to make those shaded places to be less visible. Yes, yes. She has some grab, yeah. Some gaps between. A lot of people have this. So if you just use the same style to cut all the hair, then you have issue with that. That place will be more pronounced. So that's how I always say, I can cut the same hairstyle on somebody's hair, somebody else's hair. It will look so pretty. When the same hairstyle can be in, I can cut it in another person's hair. It will look just normal. So it just depends. I used to say the shape of hair, the shape of the head itself, and then the hair implant does a lot when it comes to haircut. If you have a beautiful shape of hair, then you choose a good style that suits that shape of head, you have the best hairstyle. Everybody will be thrilling, like, wow, your hair looks gorgeous, because it suits the shape of your head. It takes me years to really notice this and learn this. Because sometimes I do cut the same hairstyle on sisters, actually the same. But you see, one is so beautiful and the other one is just normal. I'm like, what? And then with time, I start to notice the difference, the shape. If you have round shape, if you have pier, I call it pier, where the hair, everything come down. You have, you know, everything. So you're gonna just watch to the end and see the end result of this short haircut. Sorry guys, like I said, the internet, I don't know what's going on today. It's just getting broken. So just stay tuned to see the end result. What makes short hair beautiful is when you can really see the shape. The shape is the beauty. If you cannot see the shape, then yeah, everyone can cut hair, but who can create that beautiful shape? That is the difference between professional and amateur who just cut for cutting's sake. So now the hair is dry, like I said. When I'm cutting, I do like the hair to be wet a little bit. So you wet the hair a little bit. You can already see the shape is coming to life. Can you see the shape before? Okay. You should have seen her when the first time she came in. So that is also another hairdresser. It's not every hairdresser that sees beyond just cutting.
Keratine. Ik zie dat, is dat goed voor het haar?
Nee, dat is niet voor jou, hè, keratine.
Ah, ja, ik zie juist keratine treatment
Ja,
staan.
dat is niet voor jou, dat is voor mensen die krul haar hebben.
Ah, dat is om
Ja.
de krullen uit te doen.
Ja.
Ah.
Ja.
Het is omdat ik daar woon.
Dat
daar
is, ja, dat is ontkrul. Dat is ontkrul.
ontkrullend.
Ja, dat is ontkrul.
Ah.
Product voor je haar zo.
Ja. Omdat ze zo schuim ook verkopen met keratine.
Wat blieft?
Ze verkopen schuim,
Ja.
ook
Oh, ja.
met keratine.
Ja, dat is niet hetzelfde, hè?
Dat is niet hetzelfde.
Nee,
Ah.
nee. Wacht, hè. So let's bring it here so we can do the haircuts.
Zo.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna do the blending now, okay? So what I do, section around the ear. So if you are just watching me for the first time, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe if you just join in and join our school community where I share tips. And very soon I'll be start recording the classes, details, like really details, so that you that is watching me, even if you're watching as a hobby, you can cut your daughter's hair or you can cut your man's hair in a very simple way and you have a good result. So if you've not joined this school community, go and join. Yeah. Okay, now so a little bit, and then we're going to blend the back and soften this perimeter. What do you mean? I don't know, guys. The internet is just going off. Was that the internet? Yeah, eh? And after this, I have immediately another haircut. My client is just coming in. So stay tuned if you love to see haircuts, okay? So leave a comment if you have any question. You see, so I'm gonna comb everything towards here, and I'm gonna go again very gentle because around this ear the skin is very soft. So I always have to be careful, no hurry, and as well the scissors, you need to make the movement very gentle because if you hurry you can take the skin along. Especially mature skin, it's easy to cut before you know it. So now I'll blend my cut. Just now I'll just blend it. Now this is too blunt, so I'm gonna go in later with my texturizing scissors, go around and see where texturizing is needed. Hello. Ça va? So here. So if you want more detail, if you are a young hairdresser, you can always DM me looking for mentor. And I will tell you more detail why I do some certain things that I do not explain sometimes, because can't explain everything here. Okay, so let's go. Now we're gonna do the same thing around the ear here. We're gonna keep it wet. That's the best way. The finishing is something different, but when you do the main cutting, the hair have to be a little bit wet. Yeah. So we're gonna do the same, exactly the same. My client is gonna bend her head a little bit, and I'm gonna go just follow the shape. Just follow the shape of her ear. Exactly. It's better to take less than to take much at once. So when I'm cutting, I like to go back 2-3 times than just taking all the bunch of hair at once, because when it's too short, I just can't add extra anymore. So some clients actually don't know how short the hair is gonna be. They can just tell me, Vicky, I want it short. So in order to be sure, so I'll just cut average length, and later I can still go back and cut it again. That way my client will never go out crying because her hair was too short or because she didn't expect what she got. Never. And that's because I'm very careful in what I do, because hair is to ladies is it's an emotional stuff if you get it wrong. So I don't want to see any woman crying before me. So that's why I take my time when doing cutting. You can see the gap. She also have those gap here also. So meaning I cannot go shorter there. So those gap will be more pronounced. Now, this my see my scissors? Not normal scissors, this is my texturizing scissors. So if you know the name, you Americans, let me know. I call it texturizing scissors, that's what we call it here in Belgium. But if you have a name for it, I'm as well ready to learn those languages. She like her hair to be short, that is a fact. I was the one who made her to grow the hair this way, so she wanted short because. So why you seeing this gap? She have some gap. This texturizing. What I'm doing now, I'm not shortening the hair, I'm texturizing. In some places she have a lot of density, so that density needs to be reduced. Otherwise, other part that she doesn't have those density will be too pronounced. Okay, that's why I'm reducing it. That's why I'm using the scissors. That's why I'm using these scissors to cut it. At the front, I'm not shortening the hair. I'm only texturizing it a little bit because you have a lot of volume here at the front. If I leave it this way, it will be too heavy for her face. Oké, gaan we even brushen en dan komen we zien.
Ja.
Zeg maar, hè?
Hier gaan we het ook een beetje langer rollen.
Ja, ja.
Oké.
Dus wat moet ik doen? Verwacht je dat hij korter knipt of
Ik
zo?
weet niet. Dus hoe we zullen
Dan moet je het zeggen, hè? Als je wil dat het
een
korter
klein beetje. Ik weet niet wat vind jij.
Ik ben ermee gedaan, dus...
Ah ja, oké. Doe maar.
Nu draaien.
Oké.
voglio finire betere.
Het is mooi. De kleur is ook goed, hè.
Ja, die kleur is goed.
Ik denk dat ik deze kleur ga houden. Alleen voorlopig.
So this finishing, I'm doing the finishing now, which is one of the most important parts on the haircut, the finishing. So this to blend. I don't know if you can see the difference. When it's blend, there is a difference. So make sure that all the ends are equal. It's not necessarily taking much, but making sure that everything blends together smoothly. Let me know if you can see the difference of the blending. See here, it's look high, and that's because here the scalp here is as well higher. Okay, this line here, and that way it pump out a little bit. The hair here pump out because of the shape of the scalp. Okay, see this particular place here is low and here is high, and then here is normal. And she has some hair gaps, some empty scalp or free or a lot of something like curl. We call it curl here, which is some places where the hair has pull out or fall out. See, that is natural. It's not from the cut. And here the hair at this corner, she have, you see the cowlick. You see how it's going this way, so it's cowlick grow opposite direction, the wrong direction. The hair, normal hair direction is growing down. This is growing towards the left and the right. So, and that can cause some issue on haircuts because you will not have a perfect haircut because of the cowlick, because it's always going to disturb. It's going to compromise the shape. Wat mag daarop vooraf werken?
Ja, dat dood.
Heb je graag gel of lak?
Lak.
Lak.
Lak altijd goed. Een keer lak.
Oké.
Duurt. Dank u wel.
Wat even. Naar die kant. Mag zo blijven, hè? En
Ja.
met een beetje lak.
Ja, dus
So you see the reason why I have to leave this crown. I have to leave the hair longer. You see, if I cut it more shorter, you see that the hair will be really stay open. So if you have a cowlick, it depends where the cowlick is actually. So depend, especially on the crown area. If the cowlick is on the crown area, you want to make sure that you leave that crown area a little bit longer. Voilà.
Ja.
Even kleren. Voilà.
ik vind kleuren mooi.
Oké, dan ben ik blij. Dan ben ik blij dat je moet. Wat even zeggen, wat even.
Ja.
So you can see the beautiful shape we got now, okay? You can see the shape, look nice. Voilà. Alsjeblieft.
Dank u wel.
Oeh, tik je chakos?
Ah ja.
Lang naar de kassa.
Ja.
Voor die afspraken dat je wil, dan moet je gewoon een berichtje doorsturen, de datum dat je wilt. Dan kan ik op me gemaakt. Want zo, anders, ik ken je, dan ga je vandaag lang duren. Als je die afspraak moet maken, dan gaat het niet. Dan gaat het
Dan kan ik nu voor de 5 zeker dat we een afspraak.
Ja, dat wel.
Ja.
Maar de rest dat je gebruikt had?
Dus wij gaan van 29 november tot 20 december naar Fuerteventura.
De rest van die afspraken, hè, en je stuurt me gewoon deel via WhatsApp. Via sms'en. Hè.
Ja.
Je stuurt me die datum, vanaf die uur, dan op mijn gemak thuisavond, dan kijk ik op mijn gemak, dan doe je dat gemakkelijk.
Oké.
Is
En
goed?
voor nu, voor de 5.
Ja, dat ga ik nu maken.
Ja.
Ja, ik mag plaats in de mevrouw.
Ik zal erin zetten, we gaan op reis van 29 tot 2012. Dus
Dus binnen 6 weken ga ik kijken, is deze aan de rest.
maar moesten zien dat het binnen 5 weken beter is voor, in combinatie met voor de reis en na de reis.
Ja, is dat niet beter dan thuis op je gemak doen als je thuis bent en dan stuur je naar mij?
Ik heb al gekeken. Het komt zo niet echt goed uit, maar ik weet niet, werd hij een week van kerstmis?
En ik werk altijd. Na september werk ik hier altijd. Dus dat is beter dat ze zelf kiezen.
Maar je mag mij nu al met 5 of 6 weken.
De 6 weken is 1 oktober, dat is een donderdag.
En mag ik me vrijdag, donderdags kruisen, normaal.
Oké, en vrijdag voor mij is dat goed, ja. Dat is om 3:30. 2:30.
Vrijdag.
Ja.
Maar 's morgens kan niet dan.
Nee, ik denk dat het morgen gezet is.
En donderdag dan. Dan zou ik vrijdag kunnen.
Donderdag is beter, om 8:30.
Oh ja, oké.
Wat is de naam van je?
Lea, Willems Lea.
Ja.
Dus ik stuur u een WhatsApp, van dan tot dan ben ik in verlof.
Ja.
En dan moet jij volgens het beste mijn datum doorsturen. Oké?
Ja, is goed. Dat is gemakkelijk. Want
Ja.
anders, de klanten staan hier te wachten. En...
Ja, dat begrijp ik.
Ja, kan dat niet dat ik op mijn gemak en jij dan op je gemak kiezen wat bij je past.
Maar ik had dat zelf ook al gedacht.
Ja.
Maar ik ben zelf al beginnen tellen, maar ik weet ook niet goed welke dag dat je een halve dag
Yes, geef me gewoon als iets tussenkomt, dan ga ik u heel vroeg op tijd iets laten weten. Snap je?
Oké. Dus ik stuur een WhatsApp van dan tot dan op verlof. En dan mag jij beslissen 5 weken hoe dat best uitkomt.
Ah ja, oké. Is goed.
Is dat goed?
Dat is ook goed. Dat is ook goed.
Ja.
Voilà.
Dus ik kom graag voordat we vertrekken, 1 of 2 weken. En dan gaan we terugkomen voor kerstmis of nieuwjaar. Nieuwjaar is ook.
Oké.
Hoeveel moet ik het?
Voilà, beste.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120.
Ja, is goed.
En bedankt. Ik vind dat graag veel mooier. Dank u wel. Ik vind dat wel alsjeblieft. Ik vind dat wel heel goed geknipt. Ah,
Merci.
mijn kaartje, wacht.
Die kastjes, skruiderootjes.
Ja, maar ik weet het niet meer. Hier klikt hier, ik had het hier gelegd.
Oké.
Sorry. Sorry, mevrouw.
Oké, dat is 1 oktober om 8:30.
Ja, en dat is een donderdag. En dat is 6 weken.
1:10 om 8:30.
En via WhatsApp doe ik en dan moet jij beslissen volgens dat beste.
Ja, ja,
dat
voilà.
gaat met de kleuring.
Ja,
Is goed? Is goed. Oké.
dan zijn we gewoon ook die de afspraak vandaag, stel daarop dat hij aan
Maar
afspraak zegt.
dan pas ik met de raam aan u. Oké?
Is goed. Dank u wel, hè.
Ja, dag.
Dag. Oké. Anders kan het lang duren, hè.
Denk het. Als je het zelf niet weet wanneer, is het voor u ook moeilijk. Hè?
En het is daarmee, ik weet, ik zeg ja, als ik dan nog begin, ik kon hier nog een half uur bezig zijn. Ja. Mama, had je vroeger een mesje in je haar, toch?
Wat?
Mama, heeft u vroeger een mesje, nee?
Een klein beetje is dat. Een klein beetje. Dat is één keer zo dat ik dat een keer laat doen als de dag reis. Maar ik vind het nog te vroeg voor echt een kleuring. Omdat ik heb wel grijs haar ertussen, maar ik vind het nog een beetje vroeg voor echte kleuren.
Ik kleuren niet, maar je kan een mesje zetten en,
Ja.
en dan is dat...
Misschien ja, de volgende keer dat ik dan een keer...
Ja, kleuren hoeft je niet, maar gewoon een mooi
Ja.
fijne mesje dat verzakt, dat maakt dat ook mooier. Okay, I'm gonna be washing my client's hair. She have a lot of hair lock on her hair. First of all, I'm gonna be using deep cleanse to take off the hair lack, and after that, I'm gonna be using texturizing shampoo. Okay, and if treatment is needed, I will be using treatment. I don't like, first of all, do the wash, dry, and see how the hair, you know, how the hair, I mean, what the hair needs. I'm speaking double language now, so what the hair needs, okay? So let's first of all wash the hair. I'm mixing Dutch and English together today. Because in the morning on TikTok, I was speaking Dutch, and now I'm speaking English, so I have to think a little bit more. So I don't know if it's food, so it's good. Yeah? Mag dat kouder? Want je trekt je gewicht. Mag je het kouder maken?
Ja.
Nee, zijn hè? So I'm going to be using moisturizing, okay? It's a bit dry. And when the hair is dry, it will lose its shine, its glow, okay? It will not be shining, so like us, we need to drink a lot of water so that our skin will be glowing. The same thing applies to your hair. Okay, there's Belgium. Right now it's 12 o'clock, 12 in the noon, so it's not that early. So if you're joining and seeing me for the first time, you're welcome. If you have any questions, you are free to ask your question. Okay? So treatment is to use on the lens, not on the scalp. And that is to avoid making the scalp to be sensitive and causing production of oil more than it's usually supposed to be. So I'm going to leave this treatment for 1 or 2 minutes before I take it off. Okay. This moisturizing mask. So if you have a tiny hair, I as well say something like tiny hair or thin hair that is very thin. Sometimes when you use treatment or like mask like this, it does make the hair to feel very sleepy, meaning it's absorbed very fast. But if you don't use it and you use leave-in condition, it manages, it doesn't make your hair to feel that too soft and sleepy. But once in a while, you must use masks because it's like food, okay? It's like food, so that the hair will be glowing, the hair will be shining. After using your leave-in condition just for quick result, quick fast brushing and that, at least once in a week, once in 2 weeks, use masks to really fill your hair, to really moisturize it deeper, to go into the cortex and moisturize it and make your hair look glowing, shiny. Okay, so that's a tip for you for today. I know when your hair is thin, anything you put that is heavy does really make it weak. Okay, but that's why sometimes, most of the time, when I do a client with thin hair, I do not use treatment here, I use it there. So when I color their hair, I always use treatment, okay? That means to, to support the hair, to feed, to feed the hair. So let's go. Let's take it off. And as well, if you don't have time to wait when you use a mask on your hair, you just continue squeezing. When you squeeze 1 minute, then it's enough. So then the products penetrate faster. When you squeeze, you are as well warming up that product and the hair together so it will go deeper. Especially if you have blonde hair, your blonde hair needs treatment. At least once in a week, you have to use your protein treatment, which is moisture, deep moisturizing, or strengthening, depending if your hair is weak from color, from bleach, from keratin. You want to make sure that you use protein treatment to strengthen the hair. So if you don't do, your hair will start breaking, little by little, gradually. You may not notice it's too bad before you notice it. Another important thing, make sure that after using the treatment, what I do here, make sure that I really rinse off my treatment very well, so as to avoid build-up and as well to avoid over softening of the hair from the product. Because you can see it's very soft. So when I rinse it properly, when I'm doing my blow dry, it's as well easy. So then the hair is not too soft, not too slippery, it's just perfect. And for you to know if you raise off the product very well is when the hair is a bit rough, not that sleepy anymore. And then you know that yes, you have taken off all the products and the treatment. If the hair is still very sleepy, very soft, very smooth, then you know there's still some treatment left that you still need to raise out. That is how to know. Voila. Coffee chair?
No, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So most clients like here they love classic easy haircuts. It's a pity, but it is what it is. So it just depends on the region, on the area. Just like you guys, I think you have the same thing in US. Some area prefers some style to some area, even colors. Like in my area, people don't like warm gold color, and 20 kilometers from me, everybody there like gold color. See how crazy it is. So just depend on the zone and the people. People here want easy, fast style that they don't have to stress themselves. So and classics go forever. So see, classic trouser, classic Levi's, we still wear it, so it's not bad. I love classic stuff, especially wears, yes, but it doesn't mean that I'm classic. I miss them, so. Yesterday I had a client with highlights, and I was literally begging the client for me to do ombre for her. She said, no. I said, in US, in America, a lot of people ombre, nobody do classic highlights, you know, like from the roots. She said no. So the people in my area here, the people from here, they like that highlight starting from the root to the end. And the ombre, maybe they will try it only once, but the fact that they are seeing new growth, that is what they don't like. So they don't want to see new growths. So yeah, every country we're different. That's why we are learning from each other. Okay. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Dus dan langs achter en hier.
Let's listen to her, what she wants. Okay,
Dus
vertel me.
hier, langs voor en dat stuk dan langs achter.
Dit is stuk hier zo.
Langs achter en hier zo langs voor. En de rest ja.
Bedoel je, deze stuk mag dat langer zijn of dat hoeft
Nee,
niet lang te zijn,
dat
gewoon
hoeft
kort.
niet, ja.
Maar dat is de broche dat langs hier naar achter moet gaan. Want de snit moet niet naar achter, het is de broche.
Oh ja.
Okay. Ja, het is de broche.
Ja, ik weet dat ook niet
Ja,
zeggen.
ja. En hier mag zo een soort pikjes
Ja.
hier. Okay, guys. Hope you guys understand her. Don't tell me you don't understand her. She just explained what she wants. So I assume you guys already know what she wanted. She wants a little bit of, layer cut here, and later everything has to be brushed to the back, just like this, just the way, here, and free, die oren vrij.
Ja.
Opknippen of niet?
Ja, opknippen.
Ja. Bit of fade on the area. Voilà. So season it. En dan van hier, van achter, mag ook kort.
Opknippen, ja.
Okay, then. So here we're gonna take off this volume away from
ja,
here.
want dat is dik, hè.
Yeah, take away this volume, create more length here, the crown area, and here a little bit shorter.
Bloer.
Okay, voila. She just explained it. You guys will learn Dutch by force. Okay, so let's go for the transformation. I will not be explaining, just watch, ask question, Let me know later. Hi, Donnie Smith, how are you doing? I think you learned Dutch already now, so I don't have to explain anymore. Let me know if you already understand, because you have been here. You'll be hearing all the Dutch. Okay, let's go. Andiamo. Literally. Let's go. Let's go this way. You guys can see. Yeah. So I want a soft hairline. So for that reason, so okay. Just a little dry. I'm using texturizing scissors. This is not my classic scissors. And this to soften this hairline here. She have more density, and that's why I'm using these scissors in those parts where she have more density. Okay. So I'm using it to cut, and I'm as well using it to reduce the density. Good morning. I hope you can see the difference. Can you already see the difference, the changing, the shape? Let me know in the comment section. So the hair is soft, it's less density. So the back is gonna have soft hairline. So the same thing, the hair is growing this way again. Can you see it? It's growing this way, and there's cowlick here. Yeah. A lot of people have cowlick, and sometimes it has to do with age also. Because I don't find it on young people. I only find this cowlick of a thing on mature people. So let's go. So I'm gonna connect my guideline here. I'm gonna blend it. See, I'm not using scissors because I want the ends to be really soft and more playful. My clients have more of thick hair, coarse hair. You can see the shape building up. Since my client said she wants all the hair to be dry backward, meaning this up, this crown area must be a little bit longer. It must not be short at all. Otherwise, the hair will stand straight. Coupled with the cowlick here on the crown area. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna texturize a little bit instead of cutting the hair more shorter. Just a little bit, texturize and blend. And let me know if you can see me clearly, guys. You know I'm not a camera lady. I'm just trying to. So leave a comment if you cannot see clearly. If there's anything, help me to better your view. Okay. So dryer. Okay. 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 So I'm gonna be connecting. So this is, yeah, can't explain everything. I just watch and learn. So if you want to learn more, join the school, my school community, okay? Right now it's free and you can join. There I share tips and tricks. So the point is everything's gonna go blend towards this back, okay? So that's how we're gonna be connecting it to the back and see. If I see here is heavy, so I must texturize here. My clients have a lot of hair, but even then, some parts have more density than another. So those parts that the density are much, as a good hairdresser, I must texturize those parts to make sure everything, you know, blend smoothly. Can you see that? So you need to go smooth. When you put your hand, it has to slip through. Yeah. So now, This is very trickish. You want to be very careful cutting this part. I'm very careful here. Because around the ear area is there's soft skin, so if you're not careful and the scissors not use too much tension, just gently, before you know, you can take the skin with you, which is very bad now. So I'm not cutting straight, I'm following the shape of her head, just the pattern how the hair falls, and as well the shape of her head. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? Let me know if you can see the difference, okay? Okay, let's go to the other side. Okay, now. Just like the way you eat sometimes potato and you eat French fry, it's still the same potato, but in different way, right? Okay, cream curry. That is it. It can look like the same hairstyle, but with a different trick. Here I'm not gonna go layers around the ear. I'm just gonna soften the perimeter of the ear with my texturizing scissors. So I'm not gonna do fade. So there's a difference. When cutting short hair, I always like to make sure that the perimeter of the ear is softened, not blunt. You can see the natural flow of the hair now, how natural. Look, all those thick density in some parts of the head is being taken off. Let me know if you can see the difference before and now. I'm almost done with cutting, so we're gonna be doing blow dry. And don't forget the direction I'm cutting the hair. She wanted everything back, so I'm as well having that in mind, cutting everything towards the back end. Client is the king. Client is the king in my country, so I do what client asks me, and if I really think it's gonna be like horrible or terrible, I will give my own advice. But if I think it's gonna be nice, why not? It's a choice, you know. We all must not wear the same style or choose what each and every one of us like. We have different choices, different tastes. So, yeah. My country people like easy and fast styling style. So that is their goal.
Kan het een beetje korter nog hier?
Ja.
Want het is zo dan, hè. Hier is nog lang, hè.
Is het nog lang?
Ja,
Oké.
als dat mogelijk is.
Het is mogelijk, maar ik heb gewoon schrik. Als je niet brocht, ga je gaan niet rechts staan.
Rechts?
Rechts, zo rechts. Als het heel kort is, sta zo rechts.
Als ik het langs achter zo...
Ja.
Denk ik dat het wel, ik weet het niet.
Oké.
Ik denk dat het wordt nogal wat te lang is.
Oké,
Is het te lang?
zo. Oké, dan ga ik een beetje wat bij kunnen verder. Ontspannen, ontspannen. Ja, dank u wel. Ik denk dat het kort is. Zeg maar. Hoe denk je dat? Moet dat nog korter?
Ja. Maar ik kan een foto laten zien,
Ja?
hoe dat geweest is.
Hoe lang geleden? Als dat 6 weken geleden, dan kan niet dat korter
Nee,
is.
dat was 6 weken, het is nog 4 weken geleden dat je geweest bent.
Ja, dan kan niet dat korter is dan dat, hè.
Nee. Dat was van in december.
Ah, je wil dat zo kort dan?
Dat is korter, hè?
Dat is veel korter, hè. Dat is veel korter. Het moet zo kort zijn.
Nee, dat mag zo kort zijn.
Dat was in december.
Dat was december.
Oké. Dan heb je, je toont het anders, hè. Je legt eruit aan, dat betekent dat je die foto gewoon toont, hè. Dat is makkelijk.
Dus je weet dat ik zeg, dat was het hier wat korter, hè.
Waar?
Ja,
Van
boven, ja.
Ah ja, van boven hier, hè?
Ja,
Ja, dat is iets wat korter, natuurlijk.
dat was in december. Hè.
Dat is wel korter.
Het heeft veel gemakkelijk, vond ik.
Ja?
Moest ik nog niet veel aan doen?
Nee?
Het is voor mijn gemak dat ik het zeg, hè.
Ah ja, maar ja. Ja. Het is dat wat die mensen zeggen, hè. Maar ja, de mensen hier nemen altijd alles kort. Ik zeg ja. De mensen hebben graag gemakkelijke dingen.
Ja, gemak, ja dat dat je die veel moet nog brushen.
Ja. She wants to steam up shot, guys. Ja, zie je, gaat je toon, dat is makkelijk, hè. Als je dat die foto toont,
ja.
dat is makkelijk.
Ah ja,
je kan dat
van
niet
de volgende
uitleggen.
keer, ja.
Toon me gewoon die foto, dat
Ja,
is...
hij weet heel dat
Ja,
het moet
want
knippen.
je legt eruit totaal anders.
Ja, het moest dat gewoon bijna drogen. Ik moest er niet veel op brushen.
Ja,
Oei.
dat is niks. Ja, nu is het korter, hè.
Ja.
Ja, nu zie je dat wel. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Oui, ça va.
Je signe.
Pardon?
Je signe.
Oui.
Je peux signer.
Ah, c'est pour moi? Ok.
Bonne journée.
Merci. Au revoir. Moest je naar beneden kijken?
Ja. Gaat je nog in verlof?
In september.
Ah.
Binnen 2 weken. Nog volgende week, de week
Ja.
daarop, dan werk ik de zaterdag nog.
Mhm.
En nadien ben ik weg de zondag voor een week.
Ah, 1 week.
Ja.
Nog,
Dat is niet veel, hè?
Niet?
Voor dit jaar, dat is mijn eerste
Oei.
congé. Maar volgend jaar ga ik mijn congé pakken.
Ja, dat is niet veel, hè.
Nee, dat is niet veel. Ik voel dat wel.
Ja.
Weet je, als je de hele jaar
Ja,
en bij je
Het
ziet.
is altijd op je benen, ja.
Ja. Ja, ik heb een paar dagen genomen voor thuis, hè, maar dat is...
Hij werkt, hè. Hij gaat thuis
Ah,
blijven.
voilà. Dat is niet hetzelfde, hè.
Nee, hè. En waar gaat je naartoe?
Ik ga voor een cruise
Oh.
naar... Ja, en we zijn terug in Venetië, aan de Montenegro, Corfu of zoiets, ik weet het
Ja.
niet. Maar je weet, in die alleen Napoli.
Ja.
Napoli.
Dat is een mooie streek.
Ja, ik weet er nog niks te zien, hè. So now control. She have a lot of hair and she want it more shorter, so that's why we're going back again. So she just showed me the picture of what she wanted. It was different from what she said in the beginning.
Sorry.
That's nothing. That's nothing. So that's why we're going back again. Start afresh and recut everything again. So we're almost done here now. Denk je kortjes? Ga je dat weer voelen?
Ja, dan heeft het goed.
Ja, is goed?
Ja, ja.
Of heb je het gevoel dat je je haar gaat afknippen?
Straks een weekje niet meer.
Ah ja, maar ja, je hebt me gevraagd, hè?
Ja.
Goed kort knippen en nu ben ik volledig
Ja,
wakker,
ja.
hè? Nu ben ik wakker, hè? Goed wakker. Voor je haar te knippen, dat juist ben ik aan het slapen.
Ja. Die is dan goed, hè.
Ja.
Ja, ja.
Madame, ik ga niet meer knippen, want ik krijg honger van uw haar te knippen. Ik krijg honger daarvan. Wow, wow. One bag. Oh, so we're gonna blow dry and see. So let me know what you think about it. Do you prefer this shorter version of before? Let me know. That's why it's easier when going to your hairdresser. Just take a picture with you. It's easier than to describe, because they can be misunderstood. And then you get another haircut. But for the hairdresser, it's what you described for her. But for you, it's not what you wanted. So one tip for you, if you are cutting a new haircut, just go with the pictures. Make it easier for a hairdresser to cut. See, this is what she wants. She don't want to do nothing at home. That's what she said just now. I just want to take my bite and just move. And cutting your hair is actually for you to brush your hair, put everything at home, but
Ja.
most people want the quick way. Tot niet weer gedaan, maar nu neem ik hier. Die je echt zijn of zo. Tot nu toe was je altijd ontspannen geweest toen ik aan het knippen was. Maar nu niet meer. Dat is straf, hè? Wat ik daar allemaal doe. just the same way when I'm cutting, I like the hair to be wet. For you to get a good blow dry, the hair needs to be wet as well. paramètres que tu veux dat je waar, hè?
Ja, goed zo.
Okay, let's get a shot. Let's do the finishing. So you see, this is what she wants. See, lazy haircut. That's what she wants. So you can play with it, and the style will just fall in place. See, my Belgian people are lazy to blow dry. Let's put it up. So there's the moment for the finishing, okay? We're going to be doing the finishing now, one of the most important parts of short haircut. So, betel na ni uro, dan mag een beetje wat korter, hè? Hier, hè? Ja. Oké. Dat is een kilo daaraf. Dat is goed. Okay. So, now we're gonna work on the perimeter of the ear. So we're gonna work here, okay? So okay. So I want to soften this hairline, this hair perimeter, softening and creates a graduation here at the top. See, we're working like this, okay? Then I will blend this later. So let me see here. This ear to ear, you see? Ear to ear. So this belongs to the back, but we're gonna blend it later. Okay, so can you see me clearly? If you can see, let me. If you cannot see, let me know. Voila. It's going to the back. Voila. So you're following this line. You see that? Okay, let's go and do the finishing. This is what makes the haircut really pretty, beautiful. Sorry guys, sorry. So what happens sometimes too, when the hair is too dry, it can create a sort of cowlick, a hair just standing, not wanting to do what you want her to do. So, and when you create too much volume, what you do is also to wet the hair and just dry it to reduce the volume. Okay, now you can see a difference between this hair that I hold and this one, right? That's where we're going to blend now. See that? So we're going to blend that piece. Can you see it? Okay, I'm going to blend that, just that piece. And then I'll texturize this. See, here is thicker compared to here. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll take a bit textures away from here. So all the hair perimeter, all the hair lines, all of them will be soft. This soften it, not actually shorten the hair. I don't know if you can see the difference, but let me know in the comment section if you can see the difference, okay? And I swear, if I hold this hair, now, if I hold this way, you see, it's equal, it's the same. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but here is a bit thicker, so I will texturize the ends to give it a soft finishing, playful finishing. A lot of movement. Can you see? Okay, let's do this side as well. I've done a little bit here. We're just going to do the finishing. Okay. Okay, now the back. I'm going to be doing the back area. Okay, I guess you guys can see very well. So it's not bad. You see, if I leave it this way, it's not bad, but I still want this lower part to still be well softened, elegant, you know, classic and beautiful. Just be watching and see the difference when I'm done, okay? Just keep on watching. Comment and let me know if you are seeing the difference, the changes. Allô?
Allô?
Allô? Ça va? Ja, is gelijk. Je moet kiezen wat je graag ziet.
Zal hem hier nog wat zetten?
Ja, ja, ik ben nog niet klaar hier. Hè. En wanneer kom je nog voor je snit?
Ik,
Ja.
als dat kan. De laatste week was het.
Ik ga jullie gebruiken als modellen.
Wat?
Op een andere dag als modellen. Maar je komt, die mensen zien je gezicht niet. Als modellen.
Ah,
Je hebt ideale haar voor, hè?
ah.
Ja, je hebt alles, hè? Dik haar, weerborsten,
Oh,
alles.
dat doe ik allemaal.
Alles erop, daaraan, hè? Kan ik direct. En serieus, hè?
In september misschien, zoiets.
Niet als ik kan, alleen niet op mijn dingen, hè. Dat is echt totaal een andere dag apart, hè, waar ik niet werk. Hè.
Ah,
Ik neem je gewoon en ik trakteer je.
wat toch?
En dan, ja, bijvoorbeeld, ja, dinsdag namiddag werk ik niet, snap je? Woensdag namiddag werk ik niet.
Maar dan is dat geen probleem. De laatste week van september dan, als dat kan.
De laatste
u?
week, ja.
Want anders, ja, dat gaat nog niet lang genoeg zijn. Hè.
Voor mij, dat hoeft niet dringend te doen, hoor.
Ah,
Maar nee, jongen, nee.
ah.
Nee, dat kan binnen 2 maanden, kan binnen 3 maanden zijn.
Maar het moet toch komen dan, hè?
Ja, dat maakt niet,
Eind
niet uit.
september.
Dat is voor mijn opname.
Ah.
De mensen gaan zelf niet kijken, dat is gewoon opnameles dat ik wil opname. See how soft the hairline is now? Very soft. You see? Sometimes I say some people have shade, but she have too much here. Ja, maar ja, hè. Daarvoor was eentje te weinig en je hebt te veel. Hè. Ik moet ook bij zijn. Hè. Ik moet niet alleen zeggen dat fijn haar. Ik moet ook zeggen die heeft te veel. Hè. Guys, she have a lot. Finally. I have already taken off 2 kilo from the head today.
Goed op een regime.
2 kilo we took off today from the haircuts, guys. So let me know what you think. Can you see the difference now? Let me know in the comment section. Can you see it? I don't know if, yeah. Can you see the difference? See, the hairline is more softer. See? So like this. Now control, okay. Now you can see the shape of the head and of the head now. So now we're controlling the length to make sure that one side is no longer than the other, yeah? Because we don't have tape to measure when we are cutting. So that's how we have to control all the time, make sure that we have equal side. Oh, okay. Is it visible now? Let me know. Sorry, I think the letter was covering it. I think you guys can see it more now. It's better now, right? Let me know in the comment section. Zinneke, dat wil je, hè? Ja. Gemakkelijke kapsel.
Ja.
Ik ook, maar bij mij niet. Jammer genoeg. Oké. Wat mag ik daarop?
Maar wax misschien?
Wax?
Ik weet niet, ja.
Oké. mij, ik heb mijn airco aan en ik heb hem warm.
Dat is goed, hè?
Hoe kan dat nu?
Ja?
Ik heb hem warm. Ah ja, mijn deur is dik, dat is de reden.
Ja.
Dat doet veel, hè. Als die deur open is. So this hair is folding, it's coming like this. Folding in. Okay, let's see. Dus, ja, wax is echt of gel of gel. So I'm gonna be finishing with gel. So what do you think, guys? All the teachers in the house. All the teachers, what do you think? We have enough teachers watching. Let me know in the comment section. Before we go to the next haircut. Ben ik goed bezig?
Ja.
Aha. Ah ja, want eindelijk weet ik de volgende keer gewoon die foto tonen. Hè?
Ja.
Dan moet ik eerst niet gaan zoeken en dan herbeginnen. Voilà. Moet ik nog een gel-lak opspuiten? Of niet? Ken je dat niet? Die blijft, je kan dat niet kammen, hè? Die blijft voor een paar dagen zo. Hè?
Wat?
Ja. Heb je nooit gehad bij mij?
Nee, hè?
Ja, als ik dat gebruik, dan blijft voor 2 dagen. Ja. Waarschijnlijk is het
Een beetje.
een beetje. Hè?
Maar
Maar ja, je moet dat proeven, hè, zoals in chocolade. Hè?
Met een fiets dat ik hier al zo hoog staat, hè?
Nee, dat gaat niet omhoog, maar als je gaat slapen, je gaat niet zomaar met je handen erin kunnen. Hè?
Ja,
Dat is een baton, hè.
Dat is genoeg, hè?
Heb je al schrik?
Ja.
Oei. Zie een keer op je handje dat je hebt. Iedereen doet zijn tong op voor jou, hè. Om de liefde te tonen dat het mooi is. Dus,
Ja.
voilà.
Ja, dank je.
Altijd goed, hè. Wil je dat laten zien?
Wat moet ik laten zien?
Jullie mensen, wat? Zal ik eens?
Zo?
Ik mag vast houden.
Ja.
En dan gaan de mensen je gezicht niet zien zo. En dan kun je
Ja.
draaien. Ah, dat mag. Ah ja, voilà. Voilà. She said you guys can say it.
Voilà.
Say hello.
Voilà.
Voilà.
Goed.
Good. Okay. This is her natural hair color, okay? So that's her natural hair. The front is gray and the back is dark. Okay, let's go. Mijn plas nemen, mevrouw. So I'm coming, guys. We're gonna go straight to the next haircut. She's already waiting. Ah ja, dat is zo goed. Dat is zo goed. Ik heb mijn masker op omdat je gaat drogen. Je moet dat soigneren. Je kleurt nu, zeker nu met de zon. Dat is die natuurlijke. Ik heb mijn masker op, dat is 10 euro. Dus dat komt dus 70 samen.
Goed?
Ja, ja, goed 70. Ja. Dank u wel. Ziet goed uit. Ja, salut. Okay, let's go. Okay. Andiamo. What did I do here? Something went down. Oh, sorry. Can you see now? I think Oh, okay. I have my clients, so let me, so you guys can see. First of all, we are going to work precisely on this client because you have more of thin hair, okay? And especially on the crown area at the front. So I'm going to wash very gentle, and I'll be using leave-in condition before the cutting. I will not be using treatment here, otherwise to make the hair too soft, okay? Whoa. Het is lang geleden dat je haar gekleurd zeker, hè?
Ik kleur mijn haar niet.
Ah, oké. Is het beter zo?
Ja.
It's warm of is het kouder?
Dat is goed zo.
Ja, zeker?
Ja.
So I will be using balancing shampoo first, and after that I will use a shampoo for volume, which is for tiny hair. Okay. coffee jug?
Nee, dank u.
Alsjeblieft, mag er plaats nemen. Dank u.
De eerste?
Ja, ja, naast, ja. Hier, naast me, ja. Hier. Ça va?
Ja, ja.
Okay. Let's go finish this. So this is different from the client before. That's why. So we are not going short. Sorry, I need to put phone order. Voila. Okay, can you guys see clearly? If you can see clear, let me know in the comment section. Okay, the light is good, the volume is good. Voila, andiamo. Let's bring it closer so you can see. Wow. Ik heb geen tijd om water te drinken. De hele dag heb ik nog niets gedronken.
Ai.
Dan
Dan moet je
niks.
dat eerst een keer doen, hè.
Ja, maar ik drink graag iets warm.
Iets warm?
Ja.
Zelfs als het warm is buiten?
Ja, anders ga ik niet veel drinken.
Ah,
Als het warm is, gaan
gaat dat gemakkelijker.
we... Ja.
Ah, zo. Dat er eerst uw tijd een keer moet vernemen zijn. Voor een keer te drinken.
Ja. Ja, soms is hij zo bezig.
Ja.
Je daarin gewoon volledig
Ja.
wit. En je vergeet het totdat je buik begint te roepen. Ja, het begint te zeggen, hé, man. Ziet u wel die hele dag, hè? Je gebruikt me wel, hè?
Ja, dat is waar.
Ah, ja, maar ja.
Ja. En je nog niet gegeten of niet?
Maar nee, ik eet nooit 's ochtends.
Ai.
Dus ik heb nog niks in mijn mond vandaag. En ik heb mijn casino.
Ai.
Okay, guys. So you can see rice. Okay. Let's do it this way. A bit slower. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm gonna be using the leave-in condition just on the length of the hair. Saturate everything. It's like using it to comb the hair actually. You can see the difference, but it's a very good living condition, good one, eh? So you can see those tangle, those dryness, it's already vanished. So and for this hair, this is enough. That's why you have to know the kind of hair you have so you can use products that suit it. Less is more. It's not how many products you have. The question is, do you have the right products that suit your hair or the condition of your hair? Oké, hoe gaan we doen?
Oh, er mag een goed stukje aan af, hè.
Of je maakt daaraf?
Oh, dat is allemaal slecht uit te zien. Wel, ik had dus u gedacht van... Het hier zo eruit?
Nee, dat is 3 centimeter, 2,5 zoiets.
Is dat goed?
Een beetje aan je nek, dat aan je nek valt. Hè. Nu is dat boven.
Ja.
Dus juist hier met deze of ietsje korter boven.
Wat denkt jij?
Ik zou ietsje korter staan, want ja, je weet hier, bij minder, als hij te lang is, dan valt hier
Ja.
weer op. Hè.
Ja, dat is goed. Als
Ja.
er maar wat volume in zit.
Ja, oké.
Doe maar wat dat je denkt dat goed is.
Oké. Waar is uw streep?
Hier, ongeveer.
Oké. Zo, hè?
Ja.
En voor je broche je haar rond vormen zeker, hè?
Ja.
Zo rond. Ja.
Alleen dat probeer ik toch eens.
Dus dat wil zeggen, niet te veel opknippen dan.
Niet te veel.
Opknippen, lages.
Ja. Als ik er maar wat
Want
volume
het is lang geleden, hè? Als ik nu zie, je hebt niet zoveel lagen, dat is lang geleden, hè? Kan al 6 maanden geleden zijn?
Dat ik nog geweest ben?
Ja.
Nee.
Ja,
Het langst een week of 8, denk ik.
ja,
7 of 8 weken.
oké. Oké, voilà. Oké, this is what I do before I cut. I make sure maintain this the nap area so I can see my cuts very clear. When the surrounding is clean, and I'll start my cutting. Okay, let's see it. That's good. It's good to see it. Now. Een beetje naar beneden kijken. Ja, dank u wel. So, I like to comb the hair very smooth, and especially if the hair is long. Okay. Hope you guys can see me. If you cannot see, let me know in the comment section, okay? So I can stand the chair the way you can see. See, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take around 2 to 3 centimeters off the length from the back. She has more thicker hair at the back compared the front and the side. So the point is to take off that, create a bit, maybe 1 or 2 layers, and around the ear area, connect the length, because at the front, since the hair is lighter there, it have more tendency of breaking, okay, compared to the hair at the back. So that's why sometimes most people, you see they have long hair, but the back hair is longer than the side hair. That's because side hair people touch it more often, and for that reason it gets easily dry and the ends break off. While the back hair, it doesn't have that constant touching and wrapping and all that. So let's see, just watch and see the end result. Leave a comment. So if I'm to take off 3 centimeters, what I do, I first of all take off 2, and the remaining 1 I use it for the finishing. That way I'm sure that the hair is not gonna be too short for my client. So because women are very sensitive with their hair. If it's too short, it's problem. If it's too long, it's problem. Yeah. So as a hairdresser, they don't teach you that in school. It's experience and thinking what will you want for yourself. So I treat others the way I want to be treated. Okay? So there's experience, not because they tell you in school. Oh, I'm streaming from Belgium, okay? Belgium, the land of chocolate, okay? So that is it. That's where I'm streaming from. Which is so, I make a Z. Yeah, now, see, when she raises up her hair, so I'm gonna go again and just finish the hairline. I've spoke about this several times. If you have a thin hair, don't keep it too long, otherwise it will lose its volume. All the volume will go towards the back side. Okay. Now I'm just gonna connect the line, my guideline from the back. Just gonna connect it. See? Okay, let's see now and follow the guideline. So you see that what I'm taking off from the side here is not that much compared to what I took off from the back. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna do the same at the other side as well. Okay, now I have do the A-line cutting, so everything the same length. Now I'm gonna go around and do some just few layers to create the volume. Okay, so I'm gonna go to create just 2 layers. So I will show you. So those guidelines that drop, it's my guidelines. Those head that drop, that's the guideline. This is just to create a bit volume towards the crown area. Here, I'm not gonna do it because here is too light. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that hair there. So this cutting hair is knowing the hair of your client, personalizing the cuts according to that particular head. The same style, I will cut it different in somebody's else. Depend how much hair, how many density the clients have, and then you can play around with the hair. But if the client do not have enough density, you want to like really cut and systemize the hair the way it will suit the client and the way it will come out better, especially the volume. That is why some parts I may cut it, some parts I may not cut it. And that's because if the hair is too thin there, I want to leave it that way to create a cover up. Now, that's first layer. Like I said, we are going to do 2 layers here, you see? So it's gonna be 2, meaning I don't want too much layers, because on short hair, when you do too much layers, sometimes it can even make the hair feel more visible. So you want to be careful with the layers. It depends. So this, I customize haircuts according to my client. I don't just follow the same hairline for everything. It may look that way for you, but for me not. That was my guideline, okay? So I let it fall down, and then I lift a little bit, okay? And I'm as well following the hair pattern, okay? The way her hair falls. That's my guideline here. So I'm lifting this hair a little bit, cutting it more vertical. See, around the ear we have less, so meaning if I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna just trim the ends here. Voila. So that's 2 layers, okay? Do you now see the difference between 2 layers? Can you see we have volume? You see just few layers, but you can already see the difference, right? Okay, now the next is this, where we have less density and more visibility. First of all, my A-line has to be straight. Very important. In as much as the client is still inside, I can cut the hair till a minute to go out. The hair really needs to be perfect. So if you see any error, see go around and just adjust it. That's not normal. Okay. So you see here we have more space. So imagine if I'm gonna do layer, so it's gonna create more visibility. I'm not gonna do layer here. I'm gonna leave this hair here, you know, to cover there. But then I'm gonna just take out the ends, just 1 centimeter. Sometimes it's more than enough if you know where to take that 1 centimeter away from. So see, now I'm taking that first layer, which is my guideline, taking up, raising everything up. Can you see it? Not much, like 1. So this is my first layer, you see, going out. So I'm gonna, if I follow it like 1 centimeter, I'm gonna be taking off. So if I now take everything, you see, as you connect everything together, voila. Now, instead of me to cut by raising up like this, what I do, I bring the hair backward. See, I take out the growth. Okay. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing here as well. Sorry, I'm gonna be turning chair so people can see. So we are cutting thin hair or tiny hair. How did you call it? Hair with less density. Can you see? If you can see, okay. So now I've cut the other side. So I'm gonna more detail join the school community, okay? So this salon work, this non model, this real client. So if you are here today, you're just happy to be on a stream where I'm explaining more better today. So this my guideline from the back. Okay, so I'm gonna take it, I'll let it drop, see, let them drop, and then I'll blend, raise up this upper one, voila. The same now. The same thing, so take 1 centimeter. Remember, on a thin hair, you don't have to take much off. If you take much off, oh my God, you don't want to experience some disaster. So because if you take 1 centimeter off from a thin hair, it will look like 2 compared to somebody that have a normal thick hair. So that's why cutting thin hair, it's better to go in 2-3 times to do the cut than just rushing it and just taking off everything at once. Because that 1 centimeter or that 1.5 that you took off instead of 1 can really, make a big change. Can make a big difference. Okay. You see, now we're gonna connect. I'm just gonna control the guideline again, and when another tricky thing, when you see here is her ear, it's very tricky. So when you are cutting hair around here, especially for a line, straight cuts, don't elevate, just comb the hair downward and just try to level it. Don't ask me why. If you want to know why, you can join this call next time. Okay. Can you see different, madam?
Dan veel beter, hè?
She just said it. She can already see difference. So I'm gonna be doing blow dry right away. So watch to see the end result. En voor te brushen, wat heb je graag? Heb je graag mousse, spray of crème?
Ah, ik weet niet wat het beste.
Oké.
Ik neem altijd mousse thuis.
Oké. Dan gaan we mousse gebruiken. Ja. Oh. Daarbij. Ik ben zo stijf vandaag. Weet je niet wat ik heb?
Zij is stijf.
Ja, ik ben stijf.
Jij weet niet van wat. Het gisteren niks gedaan.
Nee, gisteren heb ik wel gesport.
Ah, misschien
Kan dat dan zijn?
Dat kan.
Misschien te veel gedaan.
Dat kan.
Ik moet vandaag nog gaan.
Te veel is nooit goed, hè.
Ja, ik wil resultaten, madame.
Moet rap gaan.
Ik heb geen geduld, hè.
Oh ja.
Maar ja, als je gaat fitness, hè, ik doe moeite om thuis te vertrekken, dan wil ik in 1 maand een resultaat.
Ah, direct resultaat.
Oh ja.
Ah ja. Dat zal ik bij mij als ik soms iets van crème wrijf. Weet je, mijn armen of zo. Dan moet bij mij, als dat op 4 dagen geen resultaat heeft, dan stop ik er al mee.
Dan niet. Nee.
Ik kan geen geduld.
Nee, dan ga je nooit resultaat krijgen.
Ik weet dat wel, maar...
4 dagen, dat gaat niet doen. Sorry.
Nee, ik weet het
Dan
nog.
ben je nou erger dan ik, hoor. 10 keer erger dan ik.
Ik had ervoor geen geduld. Bij mij, ik moet direct resultaat zien.
Nee, maar dat gaat niet. Dat
weet.
is niet magic. Dat bestaat niet.
Ik weet het, maar ik heb daarvoor het geduld niet.
Nee, nee, echt. So I'm using mousse for the blow dry, okay? So to help the hair, give it a bit of strength, a bit of hard, and more volume. So I use my mousse on the length, not on the scalp. Most people sometimes they just put mousse poof. No, especially on a client that have already thin hair, you're gonna mess up her scalp by putting mousse. No, 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 no. So the scalp needs to remain clean, free from any unnecessary product. Oké. Ik ken iets nieuw, ik weet het niet. Heb ik maar eens als ik iets kan ik gebruiken voor jou? Heb ik dat? Ja. Dat is een serum, maar ja, als je hier doet hebt, dan moet ik ook niet zeggen. Hè. Maar ja, je weet niks, hè. Zwangerschap duurt 9 maanden, hè. Zwangerschap is geen 2 maanden en een kindje, hè. En een kindje 1 week en kan dan aan beginnen te babbelen, hè. Dus ja, we gaan er niet aan beginnen, hè, man. Dus wat we gaan doen is gewoon, zie dat... Dat is een spray voor je hoofdhuid eigenlijk, voor te stimuleren, voor die haargroei en ook om de haarverliezen te vermijden. Weet je zo? Ook als je haar, ja, je gaat niet mee krijgen, maar het gaat wel helpen dat je niet meer verliest.
Ja.
Je gaat dat gewoon, die scuba gaat dat een beetje wat aansluiten, dat wat kracht geeft, dat je, ja, waarom verliest mensen haar? Dat is omdat je zo zwak is, dat je, ja. Zo. Dus je kan het thuis gebruiken voordat je haar begint te brushen. Het is niet op je haar, het is puur op je hoofdhuid. Op je hoofdhuid. En vooral waar je meestal last hebt. Oké. Zie je dat? Maar ook lekker, hè? Ruikt lekker dan?
Ja, ja.
Ja, hè. En daar ruikt een beetje precies mint. Wat is dat? Ja, ik ben niet goed in mijn ding. En nadien ga ik een beetje wat inmasseren. Dat is puur op je hoofdhuid. Ik ga dat hier laten staan. So now, guys, that is for therapy scalp spray to stimulate the hair growth. Okay, so if you have this kind of thin hair, or maybe you have a lot of shade, that help, you know, even if you don't get what you've lost back, but it help, you know, reduce the shadeness or the losing of your hair, so it reduces the process. There's no wonder product. You just need to have patience and use it. My client just told me, guys, that whenever she uses products, she only gives the product 4 days, literally 4 days to work. And if the product does not work for 4 days, she stops using it. That's what she just told me. Like, are you the same? Let me know in the comment section. Like, I've not heard of that. But she just said it. Like, there's no miracle wonder product. So now we're going to do the blow dry. And another tip and trick I'm going to tell you guys when I'm done with the blow dry on how to blow dry thin or shading hair. It's very, very important. But watch to the end and I will tell you. And you see the difference to help you. Let's go get a brush. Je bent dan oud zeker, hè? Ben je niet dan oud?
Dan ben je er.
strip, is dat hier?
Ja.
Maar zo blijven is mooi, hè?
Ja, het is
Of heb
mooi.
je een andere gedacht misschien?
Ah, wel, zou je het een beetje willen creperen?
Ja, oké. Van boven, hè?
Ja.
Oké.
Allee, ik zou het weer houden tot zaterdag, omdat ik zaterdag in de middag ergens naartoe moet.
Oké.
Als het gaat lukken.
Oké.
Ik heb dat hier nogal een keer gehad. Daarmee...
Okay. Good. Yeah. So that's that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of teasing here because you want to be able to hold the hair for like 3-4 days. Okay, so we're gonna do tease here. Those of you who were here in the beginning, you can see the volume. So I was gonna tell you something about thin hair while blow drying it. You want to take a bigger section while blow drying thin hair compared to a hair that have a lot of density. You want to take a little bit of, tiny section, but on a thin hair, the thicker section you take, and of course, if you're good in blow dry, the better the result is for you, okay? So I'm just going to tease only this crown area to create a dramatic volume. See, I'm doing it gently. Teasing hair is another thing, but being able to as well comb the tease afterward is very important. If you tease the hair aggressively and too tight, it becomes very difficult to comb the hair afterward, and it can break the hair because by forcing the hair out of each other or combing it with force, it can as well damage your hair. So while teasing, you want to be sure that you're not teasing too tight. See, I think I'll put this thing a little bit higher. I'm teasing lower because of the low density she has. I need to balance the crown with the teasing, so all level need to be balanced. So it has to go around. Zo blijven?
Ja.
Mag je een gel-lak of gewone lak?
Was dat lang stout?
Een beetje wat gel-lak doen. Die van heel lang. Voilà. Ik denk dat het goed is.
Het is mooi.
Vast. Ja, het is vast. Ga dat uitdoen en ga je gewoon draaien dat de mensen kunnen zien van achter. Oké. Guys. It's okay. Voilà. Alsjeblieft.
Dank
Gewoon
u
naar de
wel.
kassen. Ja,
Het is heel mooi.
alsjeblieft. Chakos. Come on, babe. So beautiful and amazing people, that is it for today. 2 o'clock exactly. So if you're joining for the first time, I live stream Monday, Thursday and Saturday between 11 and 2 o'clock. So it's just exactly 2 o'clock. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. I see you, Dion Smith, and all of you, Fatima, students, and I think there's some few who I didn't see here today. Anyway, if I didn't call your name, but thank you for your comment. If you ask a question and I didn't say it on time, just leave that question below any of my videos, so I will respond to it, okay? If you want to learn more, you can join my school community. The link is at the bottom there, okay? And see you on Saturday by 11 o'clock. Thank you so much. Grazie a tutti. Da idere. Love you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.